Well, thank you, Cindy. I don't know if I'm going to measure up to yours, but let me give this a try. So, for the audience here, I've been with LifeWave for a little bit over 5.5 years. And I was told 5.5 years ago that I will be going blind if I don't do something. And I was diagnosed with a disease called glaucoma. For those of you that don't know what glaucoma is, it basically the pressures that is in your eyes, and it could pop a vein at any second, and you can go blind. So I was told that I'm at a very high risk in the glaucoma world. We go off of eye pressures. So my eye pressure, let's just say a normal human person should be roughly about 13 to 16 is your normal pressure. I was at 27. Yeah, my specialist was looking at me and go, I need to do something to you quick. So, not knowing the patches just yet at that time, it was just going to the doctor. So he prescribed me these little drops of about this size right here. And with insurance subsidizing and everything, it would have still cost me out of pockets $350, mind
Oh,
you.
wow.
Yeah. And it lasts for 30 days, and you put one drop per eye every evening before you go to sleep. So that was my new regiment. So I got onto those, but simultaneously, about a week after, I was blessed because I kept on saying my prayers. So Sally, as you know, is my wife. Most of you know who Sally is. We share friendship with Marcy and Peter, and really that's where the gift came from was from Peter and Marcy. Say, hey, we have this little patch here, give this a try and see what it does. And I was like, okay, well, I'll be the guinea pig. I don't mind. Because I was looking for any natural ways besides these drops that were given to me. But at the moment, I had to do that just to kind of stabilize my eyes. So I was given those patches. So I started on those patches as well, simultaneously, basically a week later. So fast forward a year into it. And this is going exactly what you're saying, Cindy. You got to be patient with this thing. So I'm one of those too that was very skeptical because all I saw was this sticker. I'm like, what is this sticker going to do to help my blindness, or I'm going to be blind? So, but I stuck with it because I'm one of those guys that you give me a regimen and I stick to my regimen. So it's put it on and then take it off, put it on and take it off. So that's what I did. Same thing with those drops. So a year into it, my eyes stabilized, and it went down to about 2021. So it was
Wow.
good, right? But still risk because you still want to get back down to, normalization. So which is about 13 to 15. So I wasn't too happy with that. But again, I stuck with it. So I kept on doing the drops and doing the patches. So a year into it, now it's the second year. So here's where the miracle and the magic happened. So the 2 year mark, the doctor had asked me, are you doing anything different? And I go, no, you gave me those drop. Mind you, I forgot though. Okay. I forgot that I'm wearing the X39s. I just know that I'm putting it on there and then that's it. I didn't do anything more than that. So he basically said that your eyes have drastically improved. I go, well, that's a good thing. I guess these drops are working. And he goes, well, I don't know if it's truly working because you're gaining better marks than the other folks that are in the same category as you are. So I go, okay, well, I'm hoping it's a good thing. So sure enough, I wouldn't make of anything. The patches wasn't in my mind or anything. I just thought it was a drop. So the next 90 days, I went back for my checkup. Then now it really dropped. It went down from about 19 to 15. It literally dropped. So after the 2 year mark, this is where the miracle happened, right? So it dropped to 15. So this time he really asked me, go, David, I need to really ask you, were you doing anything different? I go, well, I haven't changed my diet because my wife Sally loves fries, so I eat fries too. So I haven't really changed my diet. So he goes, well, you're doing something else. And that's when that finally like that little doorbell ring and it goes ding, 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 right? Yeah. And then I'm like, oh, I forgot to tell you. I actually have these little patches on me. And he goes, what are those? I goes, well, I'm being told they're stem cell patches. He goes, there's stem cells inside of that? I go, I don't know, but it's supposed to regenerate and have new ones for me. So he goes, how long you been wearing them? I go, oh gosh. Now I'm doing my math and going back. I'm like, I think I started those patches almost the same time as I started those drops. So now he's really at a dilemma where he goes, well, I'm not sure if the drops that is working or if it's those patches. So why don't you do this? I go, okay, well, what do you want me to do? He goes, why don't you back off on the drops? Because I want to really test those patches out. So I say, okay, I'm up for a challenge. I love challenges. So he goes, back off 2 days out of the week. So 5 days drop, 2 days don't drop, and come back in 90 days. I go, great. So that's what I did. 90 days, fast forward, come back. Not only did I drop, Cindy, from 15, I actually went down now to about 10 or 11.
Wow. And that's
And
normal range now.
whoa, that's beyond normal. That's actually
Oh
better.
my gosh, that's
Because
crazy.
you remember 13 to 15 or 16 is kind of like the normal range. I'm actually
Gotcha.
less than that. Yeah. So
Gotcha.
he's really dumbfounded now. He goes, well, did you drop me? Did you still drop it? I go, yeah, but only 5 days though, not the whole 7 days. He goes, really? I go, yeah. So he goes, well, why don't you do this then? Because I really want to test those things out. Why don't you back off a total of 5 days out of the week? Now, mind you, I'm calculating ding, ding, ding money too, right? Because hey, if I can conserve those, drops, I can prolong it. That means that I don't have to spend that $350 per month, means I can shift more money towards the patches, which is even better because it's more holistic, right? Natural. So sure enough, 90 days go by and I came back and my number still stayed at 10 and 11. And I only dropped 2 times a week.
Wow.
So he, at this point, basically, he just said, well, you're no longer a glaucoma patient because you definitely have improved and you have increased your journey through being able to see the world again and not worry about it. And if it looks like those patches are working. So I go, well, then it looks like I'm going to really start to back off on these drops. And mind you, that I don't want to spend any more money on those. I rather shift it over to the patches. And sure enough, um, 5.5 years now into this, and I have not touched those drops at all. And I just went recently, well, 2 months ago, and I'm still sitting at about 10 and 11 on my eyes pressures.
That is amazing. So forgive my ignorance, but glaucoma is something modern medicine has nothing but those drops for, no
Right.
surgery, no, there's no,
There actually is a surgery, but I wanted to avoid it. And the other thing that would have, if I would have stayed on the drop and it didn't go any further lower than 20 pressure, then he would have had to done this procedure is called zapping with a laser. And it
no,
literally just about a minute on each eye. But what he just described it to me, you would just zap, zap, zap. And then what it does is it helps the inflammation and it helps actually what was it? It was like kind of like watery, but it helps drain the eye so that the pressure is not there. And that would
that,
have increased maybe a couple pressures more.
wow. So we have a couple of questions. I want to get to those and then we got to get the science going real quick. So what patches were you using and where were you wearing them?
That's a great question because you got to remember, this is 5.5 years ago. We knew nothing about eons or glutathiones or the energy enhancer. All I knew was the flagship product, X39. That's all I used. But I do feel, Cindy and the audience, is that if I had Eon with the X39, I felt that I could have cut my journey in half because that Eon is definitely a very special, and I don't want to ruin the Cindy piece right here with the
I agree
patches,
with you
but
on that.
I do have to say that the Eon would have probably helped increase my time to lower my inflammation, and instead of a 2 year journey, it could have been like maybe a year and a half to a year actually.